On February 3rd, 2002, Rams wide receiver Ricky Proehl looked into the camera before the start of Super Bowl XXXVI and said, "Tonight, a dynasty is born." Ricky was right, just not about the Rams. That was Tom Brady's first Super Bowl appearance, and now 17 years later, the Rams and Pats are facing off again. Hello and welcome to Penn State Sports Night. I'm Kelly Warner here with DJ Bauer and Evan Lasek, and we'll be discussing who has the edge this Sunday in Super Bowl 53. We'll be breaking it down and giving you all the details you need to know. Let's start with the offense. Evan, tell me about this passing. Who has the edge there?
Now, clearly both teams are very good at passing. They have a high offense in the passing attack, but you have to go with Tom Brady just because of who he is. He's always been the greatest quarterback to walk on to the Super Bowl surface. He has 5 Super Bowl wins, and he's been there before. They have weapons. They have more weapons than that of the Rams. The Rams have 2 receivers who really exploded, but their next biggest threat on offense at receiving game is Todd Gurley with 500 receiving yards. The Patriots have players who all averaged around 700 receiving yards, so there's players all over the field that can make a big impact.
All right. Now, DJ, tell me about the rushing.
Now, the rushing attack is interesting because I think this is a very even matchup for different reasons. I'm going to have to give the edge here to the Rams just because they have Todd Gurley. I mean, I know that the Patriots have that platoon with James White and Rex Burkhead and Sony Michel, but if Gurley is 100% in time for the Super Bowl, that's going to be really hard to stop. I know he hasn't really been in form, especially for the conference championship game. Only 10 yards, 4 carries. He's going to come into this game looking to rebound from that, so I like him to have a great game. And even if he doesn't, they've got a second option in C.J. Anderson, who has really come on strong lately with 82 carries, 466 rushing yards, and 4 touchdowns in the last 4 games. So the Rams, they've got options.
All right, guys, let's switch gears to defense. So tell me, who has the edge with the passing defense?
Passing defense, I'm going to have to go with the Rams here. They have just a mean front four, and as we've seen before, Tom Brady folds under pressure. He hasn't been sacked yet in this postseason, but with players like Aaron Donald and Ndamukong, they are going to get to him. That's how the Eagles and Giants both beat Brady in the Super Bowl previously, by only rushing 4, and they can drop back linebackers into coverage and take away that passing attack.
Now, as you said, DJ, both teams have their running weapons, but who do you think has the defense edge here?
This is a very close battle. Neither team had a really impressive rushing defense in the regular season. They finished 11th and 23rd, which is only 10 yards apart. However, both of these teams have stepped it up in the playoffs to a superb level, finishing 1st and 3rd in yards per game in the postseason, allowing only 30 and 49 rushing yards per game respectively. This is a very close matchup, but overall I'm going to have to go with the Patriots on this one, simply just because of what they must adjust to. I know that the Rams have a powerful rushing attack that I highly touted here with C.J. Anderson and Todd Gurley, but when you take a look at what the Patriots have, they've got aerial weapons as well because of James White. They've got a power back in Rex Burkhead, and they've got a guy who can do it all in Sony Michel. So that's a lot for the Rams defense to have to adjust to. Patriots don't have to adjust as much, so I like them to win this battle.
All right, so with this coaching matchup, we have the mastermind versus the up-and-comer. So who do you have?
You have to go with Bill Belichick here because he's been on this stage many times. He knows exactly what's going on, and as you said, he is the mastermind. McVay is a great coach, and he has a lot planned, and he's done a lot with what he has so far. So eventually McVay will likely be a pick if he's to make it back to this field a couple more times, but right now it's Belichick.
Yeah, I have to tout Belichick as this as well. I know McVay won Coach of the Year last year. He's very impressive doing this at a very young age, only half the age of Bill Belichick. But like we mentioned, he's a mastermind. Bill has been here 9 times. This is the first time that McVay's gone here. You have to go with Belichick.
With all that being said, who do we have winning this game?
I have the Rams winning this game because of the pressure they can place. They have a lot of resemblance to the last year's Super Bowl champion Eagles, where they can get pressure on Brady, and they just have to take away big plays from Brady and own time of possession and not make mistakes. That's how you beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. I got them winning 31-24.
Now, this is going to be a very close game. I think these are 2 of the most exciting teams that we have seen all year. But I'm also going to go with the upset pick here and agree with Evan and pick the Rams. Just all things considered, I think that they're finally going to be able to get the pressure on Brady that teams this postseason have not been able to do. Because like we mentioned, Aaron Donald led the league in sacks as a defensive tackle. That's crazy. I like the Rams to win a very close game and shut down that passing attack and win 34-31.
I'm with you guys on the same page. I picked the Rams going 34-30. And because all you said, I think the Rams can be the ones to upset Brady. That's all we have for this preview of Super Bowl 53. It should be an exciting finale for the LNFL season. Be sure to catch it this Sunday on CBS, and thank you for watching Penn State Sports Night.